Hi everyone, it's Denise. I just was coming back to share a journal that I have been working on for a while. Like, I started this journal last year sometime. And I just, it takes me a while to do. I hop all over the place when I'm crafting, you guys. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I'm working on several different projects. I've got happy mails that I'm working on, just small things, not anything really big, but I tend to I don't know if I get distracted, or if I get I don't know if I get bored working on, one project at a time. I think I lose interest, or, the inspiration just kind of drizzles. And before the project is finished, and then I need to move on to something new just to kind of keep going. So that's kind of what has happened with this journal. Like I said, I started it about a year ago, and I just have never gotten around to finishing it. It's done now. And I just wanted to share it with you guys. It's a little Shabby Chic journal. She's nice and chunky. She's so sweet. I love her. I love her. Super fun to work on, but like I said, it just, sometimes you work on something and then, I don't know if you guys, well, I'm sure some of you guys experience it. You just get stumped, and you just kind of have to put it away, walk away, and just come back to it at a later date. I have so many projects like that, you guys. I mean, I've got bins full of unfinished projects. But anyhow, this one's done, and I just wanted to come and share it with you guys. I'm not quite sure. She's not really big. Let me get my ruler here really quick. She measures about 7 inches by, I would say 4.5, maybe 4 3/4. So, she's really fat. She's got lots of goodies inside. Super fun. I made her really pretty tassel, and she's also got the beaded bookmarks that I put in all my journals. And the tassel's just attached with a lobster clasp, so it can be removed and hung in your room or wherever. And then this tag I made following one of Heather from Ruby and Pearl's channel. She had done some tutorials when she had released, I think, this particular digital kit, and she did kind of a craft with me on making some tags, and I followed along with her on one of those, and I made some tags, and this is one of them. I just thought it looked really pretty topping off the front of this journal, so I've put that there. And then the closure is just a seam binding closure, or not seam binding, sorry, silk. I'm sorry, I haven't done a video in a while, and I'm out of practice. So it's a sorry silk closure. Same with the bookmarks. And the base of the journal, I made it using one of my the glassine bags that I carry in the shop. So there's a lot of items in here that I used from the shop, and I will be sure to point those out as I am going through the journal, in case you guys want to pick some of that stuff up for yourselves. I'll make sure to leave the link to the shop in the description box below. But anyhow, let's just go ahead and go on in. I'm going to take this tassel off. I'll show it to you guys really quick. It's super cute. I love making tassels. I like putting them on the spines of my journals. But this one's just got a bunch of different laces and some sari, different trims, some fibers from the shop, some pearl trim, And then I've done also some beaded charms that are kind of just scattered about the I don't know if you can see them, kind of scattered about the tassel there, just to kind of dress it up, add a little sparkle, some whimsy. I love doing that. So we'll put that off to the side, and then this just wraps around. It's really long. Whoever picks up this journal can just trim it down if they don't like the length. And then here's the tag. Super cute. Just did some collaging, and it's a chipboard tag, so it's kind of, you know, pretty stocky. Just a button, some thread nests up there that I like to do, and then just a little collection of lace, sari silk, little embroidered applique, little rosette applique, and then again some little threads there as well. And then in the front of the journal, I just created just a little pocket out of some lace, and I topped the top edge here off with some different, you know, some different lace just to kind of dress it up a little bit. And then in the pocket, all I have is just a sheet of really lightly embossed paper. So I didn't, that way you can still write on it. I didn't run it through with my the regular plates that you use on your embossing machine. So I'll just, usually if I want to just emboss something really lightly, instead of using the plates, I will, I'll just make my own, kind of my own shims. So I'll use like a piece of chipboard or a couple pieces of chipboard, something that's not quite as thick as the regular plates themselves. And if you just run your embossing folder through like that, then you'll get an image that's just lightly embossed. It's still pressed, but it's just super soft. You can still, it's still kind of flat, so you can still write on the paper and stuff. So I like doing that with my papers inside the journal so that you can still write on them. So that just goes right in there. And then I've just finished off the edge of the flap of the bag there. So you know how, let me see if I can find a bag here. You would think that I'd have them. Oh, look, here's one. So see how the top of the bag, you've got that kind of lip up there. So I just finished this one off with just some polka dot trim there. Some flock trim. And then I've stitched around the exterior of the bag because I inserted a piece of cardstock into the bag just to give it some stability for the cover. And then here I've got one of the small glassine bags that I just created a pocket with, and I've just put a little, just a little tag in here. Isn't that so cute? You can journal on the back. It's just got a little lace tab. And then there's the glassine bag, and I've just topped off the bag. Oh, goodness. The bag with some lace, a little card there, some fibers from the shop, a button, and I just kind of stitched those fibers on. So, you can see the stitching back there. There's a little tiny piece of tulle back there. I love that image. I think that's so cute. So that card just slips. This is one of the, I think this is like the 3.5 by 6 3/4 bags from the shop. I don't know what that's doing there. And then over here, just some scrapbook paper, and I've just embossed a little heart. It just tucks right there. It's more for decoration than anything. And then that paper clip's just topped off with some sari silk and some of the fibers from the shop. And then back on this side, we have one of the, this is one of the micro mini glassine bags, and I've just topped it off with a really pretty digital. And then again, just did a little nesting there. The bag is empty. There's nothing in there. She can tuck, or whoever can tuck, you know, something inside there. And then here's another tag. This one's embossed. And I've just topped it off with a little butterfly tag and some sari trim. There's just some stamping there. And then over here, I've just got a little cluster that I stitched along the side and then topped it off with one of the little rose images there. And then this, the papers, some of the paper in here is coffee dyed, not all of it, but this one was. And I just kind of lightly spread some gesso on that. I like doing that. I think it looks neat. And it gives the paper a really cool texture as well. Again, some more stamping. Over here we've got a little top tuck. And I just did a little cluster there on the bottom with the butterfly and some threads, a little bit of lace. Oops. And then inside the pocket, just got a couple of tags. This one's embossed. And then this one opens up. Got that really pretty image there. And then we got another paper clip there. Just topped off with a little rosette. And then on the other side, I've got one of the guest checks from the shop. And I've just created a little tuck spot down at the bottom here. That's the little perforated edge that tears off at the bottom of the ticket. And I just put it right back at the bottom. Just glued down the sides and the very bottom there. And it just creates a little tuck. It's just a little image, a little doily die cut there. A vintage Rolodex card that I've just done a little bit of stamping on the sides. And then I just topped the corner of the guest check off with a little punch, butterfly punch, and some tulle and fibers. And then over here we've got just some stenciling with some texture paste, and I just added just a light touch of some pink paint, acrylic paint, to the texture paste before I spread that on there. If you want to color your texture paste, just add some acrylic paints to it. Or if you've got some inks, you can just mix some inks in to color. You can always alter the color of your texture pastes with paint or inks. So this is just an envelope, you guys. And then there's a little tuck there. I don't have anything in it, but I've just topped off the pocket or the flap with just a little bit of sari silk, a heart, one of the rosebud appliques, and some threads and fibers. And then here is some of the green bar paper from the shop. That old dot matrix printer paper from like the 80s. I like using this stuff in the journals. It's pretty cool. And then we've got some sari silk here that I've just stitched along the side. And then over here we've got another pocket, and I've just done a little bit of collage there with some book page, a little bit of lace, some craft paper here that I've embossed really lightly, and this pretty rose image. And then inside the pocket we've got another die cut. Actually, that's one of the fussy cuts from, I think this is from Teacup. I think her shop is called Teacup and Roses, you guys. Another vintage Rolodex card, and then this printable that I am not quite sure where I got from. I don't know where this is from. I think this might be a Tsunami Rose printable. I've had that for a really long time. Oh, and then there's this really pretty feather. It's got all those little beads up on top. Don't you love that? Isn't that so pretty? I love the way that looks. And then another little tuck spot here under this ticket. Again, I just gessoed up that coffee dyed paper. Here's a little tag that I've topped off with some sari silk. And that little tuck spot is just created out of a ticket. And I've topped that off with a little glittered heart and some lace and a little bit of netting. And I've done a bit of stitching throughout the journal, so not a whole lot, but there's some. Here's another vintage index card, and I've just topped that off with some chenille fabric. And then there's just this top tuck here. Got the threads. I like to leave, I love lots of threads, you guys. And then there's just a little collage bit up at the top pocket there. And then over here I've got another little collage cluster on the side of the page. It's just some lace and some threads and a little rosebud applique. A little bit of stamping in the corner, and then that's just a strip that I had cut off of a stamped image. I make, I don't know if you guys have seen my little butterfly paper clips. I don't know if I have any in here. But I use my script stamp, my Stampin' Up! Script stamp to do those butterflies. And this was just a strip that I cut out from the cardstock that I was using to make those butterflies that day. I just thought I'd cut out a strip of it and just put it on the edge just for a little bit of interest. But I thought that looked pretty cute. And then we've got some Edith Holden book page. This is from one of the smaller Edith Holden books. You know, you can get the regular, the full-size book, and then she's got some smaller versions as well. So this is one of the smaller ones. And then just a little cluster up on the top there with, again, one of those little rosebud appliques. I love using those, you guys. They're so pretty. Here's another little pocket, or tuck spot. I can't really call it a pocket. It's just a little tuck spot that I created out of some book page and a little image, digital image there. And then it's just got a couple of tags inside. This one's embossed, just topped with a little bit of lace. And that one's just got a butterfly and some sari trim, a little bit of fibers from the shop. I carry that lace. I have a lot of lace that I got to get listed, you guys. I'm not even joking when I say I probably have I have at least 150 different kinds of laces to list. It's a bit daunting when I think about it like that. It might even be more, but I have thousands and thousands of yards of lace. So I mean, it's really just time. It's easier for me to put together lace samplers because listings take, by the time you get everything photographed and worded and get all your specifics, it takes a while to put up a listing on Etsy. I mean, it's not like ridiculous, but you know, when you're looking at 100+ items, then the task becomes a little daunting. And I tend to, when I'm presented with something of that magnitude, I tend to just shut the door and walk away, especially if it's not like, I mean, obviously at my job, I wouldn't do that, but you know, this is something that, you know, I do, you know, your side hustle. And I do it as I have time. So, I really do need to make time to do that. But lots of pretty laces, you guys, are going to be coming to the shop as soon as I can find some time to get that done. But this one I carry at the moment. So up here you can see I just kind of embossed the top of that page. I don't know if you could see it on the other side. Oh yeah. So just emboss the top half of that. There's one of the 6-inch French lace doilies from the shop. Just a little collage base. So there's lots of writing space in here. I don't know if you guys are seeing that. Not every page is like fully decorated. So, I mean, there's a little something almost everywhere, but not so much that, you know, it takes away from your writing space. Isn't that so cute? I love that. So here's an envelope that I created out of some vintage wallpaper. And this is the center of the journal, you guys. So the center of the signature, the stitching is hidden inside the envelope. But isn't that wallpaper so delish? I love that. It's got the prettiest, you know, just the softest shade of pink flowers on it. Just a really subtle hint. And it's textured and so pretty. I don't think, it's been a while since I've gone through this. I don't think that there's, oh yeah, no, there is. So again, I just lightly embossed some paper. Might not even be showing up on camera, but just so you can do a little bit of writing on it. Oh yeah, it's showing up. And then on the other side, I've just got this tag that I created. It's got this side of it is embossed and the other side is flat, so you can do some writing. So I just sandwiched that really pretty lace in between the two pieces. Another little cluster down here. And then the paper clips just got that really cute glass bead there. And then there's the one of the book charms, or bookmarks, excuse me. Gosh, I feel like a fish out of water right now. It's been so long since I've done a journal flip through. I'm just like all over the place. Sorry, you guys. So here I just created a little flip out of some really pretty vintage fabric there. And some trim, and then on the bottom there's some of that lace. That's the same lace that I used on that tag there. So this is one of the laces that I'll be carrying that I need to list. Isn't that so pretty? So that just flips up. You can do some journaling underneath and cover it. Here's the other half of that doily. Here's another little tuck spot that you can, you know, just slide something right behind there. Just a little cluster there. Some more sari trim and some stamping. Here's another little tuck spot right up here, another pocket. And I just did a little collage up there, little button and thread cluster. And then down at the bottom is just some embossed paper. The paper I've used for this is, I use my, oh my gosh, the craft glassine bags. I just get one of those and tear off a few pieces and run it through the embossing machine and use that. I like the effect that gives. Here's one of the mini CD sleeves from the shop, and I just top that off with some pink pom-pom trim. And see, there's one of those little butterflies that I use the script stamp on. couple of little flowers, silk flowers there, a little thread nest with some more fibers from the shop. And then inside here, we've just got some, or a journaling card. So it's just embossed there. And then the back is flat, right on. And that is just attached with some sari trim. And then we've got another little cluster down at the bottom there. Isn't that so cute? Here's one of the Tim Holtz wildflower die cuts. And I just created another little collage down at the bottom with some book page. One of the cut apart roses from Teacup and Roses, I think is her Etsy name. And then some fibers. I follow her on Instagram. She's so sweet. Her name is Vilma. And she's got some really pretty digitals in her shop. Here I did some more stamping. Here's the other half of that envelope. There's nothing in that pocket, and I just topped that one off with that heart as well. It's kind of the same thing, I think. It's just kind of a, yeah, it's the exact same thing I did over here. There's some more stenciling. And this is just an embossed index card. Just kind of a little flip out there. And then here is just a little mini envelope, and it's just got a teeny tiny little postcard on the inside. And it's stamped on the back. This is some of my paper that I got from Rose Hill Paper, who is Heather. She makes the most beautiful handmade papers, you guys. I try to buy from her every release. I have a pretty good collection of her handmade papers, but isn't that so pretty? I just love how she makes these papers for us. It's such a pretty element to add to your journals, and they feel so cool. You've got a nice, you know, it's kind of like a cardstock weight. Excuse me. But you know, they've got like that confetti look. Sometimes she adds gold flakes. Like this one's got some, I think I saw some on here somewhere. Yeah, there's a little tiny gold flake right in the center there. But, you know, they're just beautiful. Her paper packs are phenomenal. You guys should really go and follow her. Again, she's Rose Hill Paper, and she's on Instagram under that as well. Or I'll add her link below for both her YouTube and her Instagram, so you guys can follow her. And then that paper clip I just topped off with rosebud appliques and some fibers. Just another little lace pocket over here. And then I just did a little bit of collaging on top of the pocket there. And inside the pocket is just couple of journaling elements. I did some stamping on that one. I thought that stamp, so this is part of the oops, on the corner here you can see the image has that really pretty scrolled, why is my camera not focusing, really pretty scrolled around the edge, and I have a stamp that kind of looks similar, so I just stamped the back with that same stamp. And then here's another one. And then this is just a little journaling sheet that I topped off with some sari. And I stitched that to the top there. Then on the back, we've just got another little lace pocket. And I've topped this off with one of the metal rim tags from the shop. And I've just decorated that tag with some little chiffon rosette. There's some netting there. And then I stamped, it says "Take Me Away" on a little piece of paper, and just layered it on top of some threads. And there's a little teeny tiny butterfly right there. And I just attached that with a gold bulb pin. And then underneath is just some lace and a little bit of Edith Holden book page there. And then in this pocket, again, I've just got some more of that really lightly embossed paper, just for some added journaling. And then a rose die cut there. Some more stamping. The other half of that glassine bag that was on the front. And inside here, we've just got a little tag that I embossed and topped off with another little rosebud applique. And then this stuff here is from my little, in the shop I carry shabby chiffon rosettes. And I'll use just, because they're kind of big, let me show them to you. Hang on. I'm just going to grab one of them. But, so this is one of them here. So I carry these in several different colors, the hot pink, teal, ivory, white, red, and then there's one that's like a multicolored. But because they're kind of, they're big. So to put one on a page is kind of much. So what I do, is I'll snip off pieces of it, you guys, and that's what is on the top of this. So there's just a piece of the edge here, and I just put that down. In fact, you can see the tool that's on the, it comes on the flower. And then just topped it off with a rosette, or applique. And then on the back, there's a little lace pocket, little journaling card, and a picture frame. That's another one of the laces that I have to list. Isn't that so pretty, you guys? I love it. And it looks like there's holes there, but it's not. It's got like a mesh background. So there's that. And that just slips right inside that bag there. So yeah, if you are looking at these rosettes and you're thinking to yourself, those are super cute, but they're way too big, you can just cut off pieces and use them. In fact, sometimes I'll just cut off a little piece, and I don't know if I have one here, but I'll just cut off a snippet, and then I'll just, fold it in on itself, and then just make a smaller rosette. So I don't know if I did that in here somewhere. I know that, like, this is one of the teal green rosettes. I just cut off a piece and put it up there. So you don't have to use them whole like this. You can cut them apart and use the, the chiffon trim elsewhere. So it just adds a really pretty element when you do that. And then on the back page here is just one of the library card pockets that I carry in the shop. And I've just layered that up with some lace and little silk flowers. And that really pretty image, some buttons. And then in the envelope, or in the pocket, I've got, I think this is a layaway tag. So I've just folded the top half over. That way there's like a little tuck spot back here. And then I topped off the tag with some lace, some book page, just, just a little collage My little nests up there, thread nests with another applique and some sari trim. And I just sewed up the tag, and then I sprayed it with some of my Lindy's. I can't remember what they're called. She's got all kinds of different names for her sprays. But anyhow, use my Lindy's on that. So that's the journal. There's the back side. I've got some really fun Shabby Chic kits that I'm working on right now to put in the shop, and they've got a lot of the elements that I used in here. This fabrics, laces, trims, what else? Rosettes, you know, papers, some of these papers that I used in here. So hopefully I will have those ready in the next couple of weeks. But I hope you guys like the journal. Isn't that so cute? It's all fluffy. But lots of texture on the sides, which I love doing. And, you know, adding little beads and whatnot. Like, here's this one here. I love the way that looks, just hanging off the side of the journal. So that's my Shabby Chic journal, my little pocket journal, you guys. Like I said, it's not really big. But I think it's super cute. I think it's super cute, and hopefully whoever gets this will love it. But anyhow, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. I will try to get to them as soon as I can. If you are interested in any of the items that are inside the journal, I can post the link down below, and you can head on over to my shop. I now offer free shipping on any purchases over $35 within the United States. International shipping, you might want to message me for a quote, because everything is just added per item, so it adds up really quickly for international shipping. But the shipping on like more than 3 items is never correct. So even domestically, it's once you start getting 3, 4, 5, 6 items, the shipping is not right at all. So you can always message me for a quote, and I can let you know what it's going to cost. But I do always combine shipping and refund the overages, you guys, so you don't ever have to worry about that. But that's it. That's my little journal. I love it. I'm just going to do a quick flip through again. Isn't that so cute? Like I said, there's lots of writing space, and obviously all this stuff doesn't need to stay in the journal, you guys. You can take it out and use it in other projects if you want, you know, and just use this just for writing. But I like to add lots of elements to my journals. It's just fun for me, and I think for the person receiving the journal as well. But I hope everybody's been well. I know I haven't been on YouTube a whole lot. Hopefully I'll be changing that soon. But it just takes a lot of time to record, you know. So that's the journal. So much fun. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you think. I'm working on, like I said, several other projects. Let me show them to you guys really quickly. And I'll be doing some videos on these once they're completely finished. Like I said, I am hopping all over the place, you guys. But this is a Happy Mail project that I am working on for one of my crafty pals. So, and it's super stuffed with just all kinds of goodies. And I used one of the 8.5 by 11 bags for this one from the shop. And obviously lots of shop elements in here. So I'll do a video on that when that one's done. Most of these are using bags from my shop. Here's this one here. Super cute. And then I've got another one right here. Isn't that so much fun? Look at all those yummies. So when these are finished, you guys, I'll come back and I'll do some walkthroughs on those. There's this really cute file folder that it doesn't have everything in it right now because I took it out, but this is going to be stuffed with all kinds of goodies too. But isn't that so pretty? I just love this. Anyhow, okay, you guys, thank you so much for coming to join me today. Come and visit with me. Hopefully I will have time to finish these soon. Lots of yummies coming. That's it. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, you can leave them in the comments section, and I will try to get to them as soon as I can. You can always message me on Etsy if you guys have any questions as far as purchasing or making a purchase from the shop. I am always happy to help or assist in any way I can, okay? You guys have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will be talking with you all again very soon. We'll see you later. Bye.